I'm back. It's been a while. Once again, I'm. Anyways, um, just got some NBA stuff because I like the NBA and why not? Carmelo Anthony sometime last week. I don't know. I think it was against the Pistons. Yeah, it was against the Pistons because it was the same game that something else happened. He became the 21st player in NBA history to reach 25,000 points. So congratulations, Carmelo. You have joined that elite group of scorers. Andre Roberson, one of the top defender for the Thunder, he's out for the season with a torn patellar tendon. So that obviously tearing anything is bad, but he's out for the season. The Thunder, it's very different with him. I think they allow like 10 more points a game without him. They're already 0-3 without him. He's not at all offensively efficient. He's horrible. But defensively, he's a very good defender. He guards players' best teams. He's good at staying in front of his man. Just good overall defender. Very underrated as a defender, but he's horrible on offense. Some loser and some other people got traded. Yeah. There were a bunch of trades. I need to look up the details because this one was big. I was going to make a video the day it happened, but then just stuff popped up. Blake Griffin was traded to the Detroit Pistons. I think, what was it? I know Tobias Harris. Heck, I can't even tell. Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, Boban Marjanovic were all traded to the Clippers, and the Pistons received Blake Griffin, Bryce Johnson, and who's the third guy? Who is the third guy? There's the third guy. This is so awkward, but there was a third guy. And that happened, so yeah. That's obviously big. Blake Griffin, he had just signed a huge extension over the summer with the Clippers. That was 5 years. I think $171 million. So that's big. He showed that his loyalty to the Clippers, and the Clippers traded him. So that shows there's no such thing as loyalty in the NBA. Can't trust your players. Players can't trust the owners because they might trade them. So, but it's a part of the business. You just got to deal with it. Back to where I was. So the All-Stars are getting just struck with injuries. First, DeMarcus Cousins tore his Achilles, and now John Wall's out 2 months because he has to have a knee surgery, and Kevin Love's out 6 to 8 weeks with a broken hand. Kevin Love does not have to have surgery, however. John Wall starting point guard for the Wizards. That's obviously huge because he's just their starting point guard, and he's averaging like 20 points a game. And he also just is a great overall player. But it'll be interesting to see how the Wizards do without him. It should be interesting. Kevin Love, I thought he was going to be traded, but now that he's injured, I don't think he will because, if you trade someone injured, that doesn't look good. So I don't think they'll trade him when he's injured, but they could have traded him. I don't think anyone's liking him right now, and it's just not working out as well. So I would not be surprised if he was traded and they were to pick up some other big name, not big guy, but like a big name. So, but yeah, James Harden, first player in NBA history to have a 60-point triple-double. Words don't describe that. That, as I said, first time in NBA history. I just don't know what to say. That's pretty freaking good. You don't just wake up and have a 60-point triple-double. Like, I'm lost at words. They won, okay? The Rockets won by 7 against the Magic that game. Just... okay, okay. I'm so sorry, but I got traded to the Pelicans. Not really. Different spelling of the name, though. I got you. You thought I was playing for the Pelicans. You were looking up the roster because you thought I was on the Pelicans, but the last name is completely different. So, Nikola Mirotic was traded to the New Orleans Pelicans for Tony Allen. Tony Allen, I'm looking up the rest. Tony Allen's a pretty good defender. He used to play for the Grizzlies. So, yeah, that's good for the Bulls. The Bulls get him now. Yeah. And then, obviously, Mirotic can score. They were 3-20 without him, and then they went on like an 8-game win streak when he came back. The reason he was out is because Bobby Portis punched him in the face during a practice, and then he got suspended 8 games. So, Omer Asik, who is trash, Jameer Nelson, who is and then Tony Allen, who is all for Mirotic. And then don't forget, the Pelicans also sent a draft pick to the Bulls, which is draft picks. You always get a draft pick in a trade just because it's a draft pick. If you're just given 3 trash players in a draft pick, it's a great trade. But honestly, I don't think that was a great trade for the Bulls, but the Bulls are rebuilding, so I guess they just want the draft pick. Bulls are definitely in a rebuilding state. They're an interesting case right now. Moving on. Sorry, Chicago fans. If any Chicago fans watch me. The Celtics signed Greg Monroe to a 1-year deal. He was a part of that trade that sent Eric Bledsoe to the Bucks. He was waived, I think, something like that. They have all these terms. And he was a free agent, picked up by the Celtics. He's a big man. Celtics could use a big man. So he could actually get significant playing time behind Al Horford. Well, Al Horford's more of a power forward kind of guy, but obviously he could get some decent playing time off the bench, help the Celtics. The Celtics already, I think they got the 1 seed in the East. They are definitely the favorite for the East to make it to the finals just because the Cavs aren't as good, and then Toronto just doesn't have enough depth to keep up with the Celtics. Overall, that's it for that. That's all I got as well. Tomorrow I'm going to make another video about something you don't know about, but it's making a point that needs to be made because everyone gets mad about it and then it just blows up and it's a huge thing. So, yeah, don't worry, it's NBA related. Texas plays Oklahoma in, like 30 minutes in basketball. It's in Austin, sold out crowd. So, a bunch of people yelling, OU sucks. Can't go wrong there, can ya?